You are listening to the Kentucky X-Files Season 3 with your hosts Dennis Mays, Tyler Stewart, and Josh Gibbs. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also visit us at www.kyxfiles.com. And now, on to our show.
It's rolling.
Maybe that's the important role that I need to be in the band.
button
Just
guy.
button guy. I did say that I was the Wish.com bassist. Welcome back, guys, to your Kentucky X-Files. Yeah.
This fucking guy. Wish.com. Love it. So, you guys are tuning in at the right time. We're discussing the Thylacine. For those of you who are cultured swine, Tasmanian tiger.
Do they do that?
I don't know.
Ain't they kind of like feline-esque?
They're marsupial.
They're marsupial, but they're very canid.
I love soup.
Yeah. Love soup. Well, this is the right episode for you then, because we're making more soupial than the previous.
People, we just lost 1,000 subscribers.
The fucking downloads just tanked.
They're like, I can't handle this pun.
No. Hey, we got into this discussion in our little secret text group that we share about the thylacine, and it's interesting because technically the thylacine is considered an extinct creature that slipped back into cryptid creature, and then information came about later saying that when we thought they went extinct was actually way off too. We thought that the last one was like in the 1930s, right? 1933 or something like that. The Bronx Zoo, or no, that was a different one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I've got a footage of it. It's here. I'll just show you guys real quick. If you're not familiar with the thylacine out there. Yep, Tasmanian tiger in color. Check this guy out. Let me max that out here. There he is. Look at that. Pretty wild.
Like a hyena.
It's amazing to me that I know that that's a real animal, but how fake it looks.
Yeah. They've restored the footage too. I don't know what that entails, but look at him.
Yeah, it's so weird because the way the skull, like the mouth and jaw, it looks fake.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
Look how strong its neck is.
Yeah.
It listens to metal.
Yeah.
I like that he's got like half tiger stripes.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, all I gotta do is stick my ass out a little bit and I just disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. So we were discussing that apparently it was, what was it, a Joe Rogan episode? They brought up that some Chupacabra sightings were attributed to the possibility of the Tasmanian tiger maybe surviving. I'm just gonna loop this.
Yeah. So the episode in question, the guy on there stated that there was apparently documented proof of a shipwreck that crashed into the shore that was on its way to the Bronx Zoo, and all of the animals escaped, including a breeding pair of thylacine. This was in the early 1900s. And apparently shortly thereafter is when the Chupacabra sightings started happening in the Northeast. So, to be fair with this, I haven't been able to find anything that is documented proof of a shipwreck even happening carrying any animals to the Bronx Zoo. But,
Right. Yeah.
like I said before, government,
Yeah.
like they're pretty good at just doing dumb shit like covering stuff up,
Yeah.
So I don't know how much truth there is to it, if it happened or not. I do know that the Bronx Zoo did have Tasmanian tigers at one point.
It's interesting. I was saying before, because before we started recording, Tyler had said, like, basically, are you guys saying that this is the Chupacabra? And I don't know if anybody can like say, this is the Chupacabra with 100% certainty, but I mean, what I brought up earlier is like the reason these things were hunted to extinction in the first place was, they were killing livestock. They killed goats and sheep, and I know, from what I understand, they did more damage to the sheep populations than they did the goats. But I mean, that's a parallel in my mind. Like,
Right.
that's a parallel. It's like it's a goat killer, it's a sheep killer.
Right.
Yeah. And if you saw that in the middle of the night, it would be startling.
Especially in the United States.
Yeah.
Because it's like a dog, but it's not. It's like it lives in the uncanny valley of canine.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's you one from 2020. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that.
No, that's a Tasmanian tiger spotted.
That's what they're claiming.
Where's that at?
It does not say.
Oh. Well, I wonder if the person's driving or not.
I don't know.
Because he's on the right hand side of the vehicle.
Yeah.
It could be flipped too.
Yeah, but if it was flipped, wouldn't the handicap signs be backwards?
Oh yeah. I don't know, fellas. I mean, if you ask me right now, that's close enough for my the rigidity of the tail is what's getting me. Because the other video, when it was walking back and forth, that tail, it doesn't like wag and flop like a dog or even a cat. You know what I mean?
It's almost prehensile.
Straight. Yeah. I mean, I know people fake shit all the time, so I mean, there's always that possibility, but I kind of come back to my same point I make all the time is well, what's the fucking point?
Right.
You know what I mean? What would be the point?
Clicks. That's about it, really.
Some dude sitting in a basement like, man, I'm going to fake a thylacine sighting.
Right.
I can't help it. I'm just like, really? Like, is there someone out there that's like that passionate? But I mean, I guess there is, because there's fuckers on YouTube, in gorilla suits, filming Bigfoot sightings. So I don't know. What I read was recent research has shown that the thylacine actually survived a lot longer than they thought. It takes 50 years from the last sighting to confirm and move an animal into the category of extinct. And the sightings have to be confirmed, right? It has to be confirmed. So you basically need to have the sighting, and then you have to bring an official to basically have their own sighting. Okay, I'm going to say this right now. That alone is not enough. Because if I say, okay, so say I go, I walk outside right now and I see a solid white deer. Okay. And it's where I live. This is a big thing because a solid white deer was killed here where I live. Okay.
Mhm.
So say I walk outside and I say, I spot a solid white deer. Okay. So I just had a sighting. Now I got to go all the way, or I got to get Josh and Tyler all the way over here so they can confirm it. How do I convince the deer to hang out while they're on their way?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's hard for me to discredit somebody saying like, dude, I think I seen one of them things. I think I seen it. I seen a thylacine. But by the time the officials got there was no thylacine to be seen. So it can't be confirmed. Well, that's fucking bullshit because there's no way the son of a bitch is going to hang out. Like, yeah, go get a few people, man. I'll hang. I'll just chill here. I know you need to confirm me. I got it, man. I'll wait. I'll wait. I wasn't even going to touch your sheep, man. Just, just saying, it's not a great system.
And so, some ways, like, yeah, I can see like what they like. Some depict what it looks like, so I can see where people would mistake that. But then you get freaking like adaptations like this,
Yeah.
so. What are people actually seeing? Like that? I would say, I don't know. That just looks like a burnt coyote. Because if we remember when we were watching that video, the head of a Tasmanian tiger is so unique. I don't think you would mistake that for if you actually killed one. I don't think you would mistake the face. But
Yeah.
then we actually got like in our little chat, you guys started talking about what would they be able to start breeding? Like, yeah, the two would start like the two breeding pair that we were like they said that got released around there. What would it take it to breed with another animal out there? Like what's the common thing around there? Like would there be like fox, coyotes or something? Or what would it be able to breed with, you think?
Right. See, that raises a major problem because of the being a marsupial.
Okay.
So who the fuck knows? you know,
Yeah.
I would imagine that it wouldn't be able to because isn't the only American marsupial a possum?
Yeah, I believe so.
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, I'm going to be a little ignorant on this. What classifies a marsupial? I remember, like, I know I've been told this, I've read this, taught this, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay, so marsupials primarily the most distinct thing that they have versus other mammals is that they carry their young in a pouch.
Oh, so they're like kangaroos.
So a kangaroo, yeah,
Wallabies,
possum, do possums carry in a pouch?
yes,
Do they? Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never seen it, but
yeah, and on their back when they get a little older.
Yeah.
But yeah, the possum is the only North American marsupial.
okay.
I'm just saying, like, this is kind of like linking up a little bit. A lot of like mistaken sightings that were like kind of linking together. Like, okay, now we're saying the Tasmanian tiger is technically the chupacabra, and we've made the assumption that the dog man is a kangaroo. Like, what is up with these marsupials that people keep like? If that's the case, I'm not saying that it is or isn't, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying it's like this is another marsupial that's taken that that place.
Okay, so one thing to consider too is the way mitochondrial DNA works. All right. a crossbreed between, say, two different species of kangaroo might work. It's not a guarantee, right? They are not as close as, say, two dog breeds. And the reason being is that, like, say like you crossed a poodle with a pit bull, right? Honestly, you got a 95% chance it's going to work. It's going to be some interesting looking
It'll-
puppies, but it'll work. But you see, those both trace back to the same or like originating species. So crossbreeding a dog technically isn't crossbreeding it. Every time you crossbreed a dog, you're kind of just putting the original DNA back together one piece at a time. But with two different marsupials, you got a bigger problem because they have different sets of DNAs that have run unique from each other. They're not coming from the same animal. You know what I mean? So like crossbreeding is possible. It's just very, very slim chances.
Is that like kind of like what is it, the donkey or the mule?
Yeah, the mule.
The mule is a crossbreed of a donkey and a horse, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
But that doesn't like, and you say they're actually sterile too, ain't they?
Yeah, they're sterile. Once they come to size, they can't breed. Yeah.
Like, is that just because that they're not basically their DNA is just kind of jacked because they're two different types of animals?
Yeah, I mean, it's just something doesn't link up in the when they go to reproduce, something doesn't work out. Like it's the wrong type of all the way down to like the proteins that are in the sperm may not be able to pierce the egg wall of the female. You know what I mean? Like it could be the littlest thing that stops it from working.
In a way, I've always thought that was like some part of evolution, that somehow, some way that like two different species come together and that's how we got this or this and that. I've never really dived in that. I remember you guys talking about it a long time ago about a mule and stuff like that, but I was like, I never thought, like, I thought if there was a chance, like if like in nature that it happened, like say a deer mated with a wolf or something,
Right,
like
yeah.
is it
Wolf deer.
possible?
Ah!
Yeah. So that's what I
Help
was
me,
saying.
Tyler.
Oh God, it always knows my name. But I always
I'm
thought
the
that
wolf
was how it.
deer.
Everything I've looked up is a resounding 100% no,
Yeah.
because the marsupial versus placental is like your key issue.
Yeah, different types of reproductive organs, different
Yeah.
type of reproduction altogether. The mule itself, I was saying when I said the proteins in the sperm, I wasn't talking about the mule. The mule can't breed with a horse because of a difference in chromosome. I think mule's got like, I'm probably wrong on this. Okay, so fact checkers, do your thing. But the horse has like 65 and the mule has like 64 or something. It's really close there, but it's not enough to be compatible.
Well, mules are sterile.
That's what I mean. That's why.
They're completely sterile.
Yeah.
They can't even breed together.
Their chromosomes do not match.
Yeah. So you can have a male mule and a female mule and they will not breed.
Yeah. Let me see here. Oh, hang on. Here it is. The reason is because of the DNA. Okay, so no two mules is going to have the same amount of chromosome, right? A mule that comes out with like one extra chromosome is going to be more horse-like, right? One less is going to be more donkey-like. Horses have 64 chromosomes. That was close. Donkey has 62. The mules typically end up with 63. Mules can be either male or female. Because of the odd number of chromosomes, they cannot reproduce.
Right.
Even with each other.
Yep.
So,
and I've actually got a friend who keeps gated mules, which is a really interesting mule if you've ever seen one.
I don't know if I have.
That's a big ass mule. So a gated mule is a cross between a Tennessee Walker and a donkey.
Wow.
Yeah. And they walk like a walker.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
So, but is there a possibility if you could actually, like, say that, because could happen anywhere, like you breed mules over and over and over. Is there a possibility that you could finally get two pair that have the same DNA, basically, almost? Is there a possibility?
You talking about like actually like cloning through parental, like animal husbandry?
Well, I mean, like, because he was saying that the chromosomes are not matching. One has 62, the other one, and they say if it's higher, it's more horse-like. If it's lower, it's more
Yeah.
donkey-like.
You
But
get when it's more donkey-like, you get what's called a henny. Are you guys familiar with a henny?
Mm-mm.
It's they're not popular. Nobody likes them. I actually a couple years back I met a henny that was up for adoption, and the reason is because she's the horse stallion and a female donkey, and you get an offspring called a henny, right? And the reason people don't like them is because they're fucking assholes. For some reason, they know that they're a henny and they fucking hate it. And they hate you and they hate everybody. And they're just typical bad attitude. Like they pick on other animals, they go after the owner. Hennies are, yeah. But
but
that's,
that
that's the example right there.
but that's what I was trying to say. Is like if you could get something that's like close, like you actually say that that's your mission to like see if you could actually get a breeding pair, and you test the DNA like and see if they match. If there's a chance that they match, could they breed?
If they matched,
Yeah.
you mean mules?
Yeah, mules.
Okay, so mules
Ours,
can't because they have 63 chromosomes.
but that's what I'm saying. Is like because it's a jump back and forth, right?
Yeah, but you notice something that the other two animals have that the mule doesn't though. The horse has 64, the donkey has 62. They have 64 matching sets of chromosomes. 62 matching sets. The mule has one extra chromosome just hanging out. And it's an odd number. They just can't produce. They can't reproduce because of it's a fuck up in DNA. You know what I mean? It's like
Okay.
a banged up blueprint. It just won't work. Like you got to have even sets for the blueprint. So notice most animals have even sets of chromosomes, and the mule doesn't. Which again kind of lends back to the whole the Tasmanian cabra. It's like maybe, but God, it'd be 1 in a million that it meets another animal that it's compatible with, and the chromosomes, you know. And if they're here in America, what does it have to choose from? A possum?
Did you guys know that? Yeah, possums. That's it. Did you guys know that zebras and zonkies exist?
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea that you could get
that?
a zebras or a zonkie.
I love zebras. I think
Zebras.
A
Mixing with
donkey male
Uh-huh.
and a zebra mare gives you a zebras. A zebra stallion and a donkey jenny gives you a zonkie or a zedonk.
same issue comes up with these too.
Yeah.
Uneven chromosome, can't reproduce.
So
Yeah.
would that okay, zebras, could they mate with a horse?
Yeah.
Is it the same? Is it the same thing like a donkey?
They can, yeah, but the offspring's still going to be a mismatch.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Is like, are they able to continue the lineage?
No. You basically get one.
Gotcha.
You just get the one, and then you know what they should this uneven chromosome thing. You know what they should have did this with is goats. I should have made it to where goats can't keep going. Sorry, I'm aggravated at the goats right now for breaking shit.
You can get a Zorse. Yeah.
A Zorse.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be kind of cool just to tell people you were out riding your Zorse?
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah. What a flex.
What about okay, marsupial. Okay, we did say going back to like previous episodes that we've talked about, they are kangaroos that are loose in North America.
Yeah, we have errant kangaroos.
So
Pets
is
that have
there
gotten
do you
loose.
feel just like you said that there's two different types of kangaroos, they might be able to breed?
Hmm.
Could there be a chance that these two far from home animals somehow met and might had a child?
I think the downfall to that idea is one is carnivorous and the other is not.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the other one's total like I'm just straight up saying that fucking kangaroos are dicks.
You want to hear something that's a little mind blowing about that very topic?
What?
As in the genome of the Tasmanian tiger, it is actually closer related to kangaroos than it is the dingo. It's a much closer relative to kangaroos than it is anything else.
Even though it looks more like a fox.
Yeah, that's so weird to me.
Yeah, they look like a giant fox.
Yeah,
Yeah. What is it? Is it? What the heck are those things called? Oh no, they're. What the heck are they called? They're considered more feline than dog, but they look like dogs.
Hyenas or
Yeah,
foxes?
hyenas. Yeah, hyenas.
Oh, here you go. Let me show you guys this. Share screen. Secrets from Beyond Extinction. The Tasmanian tiger was a kangaroo in wolf's clothing. Look at that. Genetic blueprint provides crucial new information on the biology of this unique marsupial and how the Tasmanian tiger, or thylacine, evolved to look so similar to the dingo despite being very distantly related. It shows that the thylacine had poor genetic health before it was hunted to extinction in 1936, which may have helped other threatened species like the Tasmanian devil. Where's it at here? Was a marsupial, which are mammals with a pouch. The genome obtained from the best preserved thylacine specimens in the world. 106-year-old pouch young held in museums Victoria's collection. Research team used cutting edge techniques to extract the DNA and sequence the genome. Allowed us to confirm the thylacine's place on the evolutionary tree. The Tasmanian tiger belongs in the sister lineage to Dasyuridae family, which includes the Tasmanian devil and the Dunart. Importantly, the genome has revealed poor genetic health, low genetic diversity that the thylacine experienced before it was overhunted. Where the hell is it here? I'm trying to scam because I'm like, man, this is a long article. I don't want to read the whole thing. Yeah, very similar skull shape to the red fox or gray wolf. I don't know. I mean, it's like they use they put it in a headline and they never talk about it. It's weird. Weird. Who the hell does that? Who does that shit? Assholes. I'd cancel them guys. Oh God. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should say the thylacine is related to Bigfoot.
Oh my God. I'm digging through animal hybrids that actually exist. And I
Yeah.
think I found possibly the most terrifying one.
Which one?
A growler.
What is that?
Half grizzly bear, half polar bear.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I've heard of that.
This is actually a naturally occurring hybrid too.
They're also named Pisley, which I don't think that sounds as aggressive or terrifying.
Yeah.
Don't call something Pisley and expect
Yeah.
people to not walk up and try to take selfies with it.
Yeah.
So I know with like the ligers, there's something that happens in the DNA when they create offspring, that there's like growth inhibitors that stop animals from reaching a certain size,
Yeah.
and that thing's on vacation with those animals, and that's why those things are stupid huge, like
Yeah.
absolutely enormous. I really hope that isn't the case with growlers.